So the Gilligallou Brew is coming, and well, it's going to be environmentally friendly. That's a good thing right there. Bob Volks is with us right now from Gilligallou Bird Incorporated. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Dylan.
Nice to have you back on the show.
Thank you so much, sir.
Gilligallou Bird. You and I go back a few years.
A long way back.
I'm a big fan of what you do. You're a birding store. You've got two locations.
Two locations. One in Almont, Ontario, and 160 Preston Street.
Where exactly in Almont are you located?
14 Mill Street and Almont Heritage Court Mall.
Okay.
It's a nice little mall there.
Yeah, so that's the original Gilligallou Bird.
Absolutely.
And how long has it been open for at this point?
We've been open 7 years there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Maybe I asked you this last time you were on the show. Why Gilligallou? Why that name?
Yeah, well, we get a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
It's valid for sure. It's actually a mythical bird from the Paul Bunyan stories.
Oh.
But when I was younger, it was a term that was used around our family farm that if you were kind of not doing what you were supposed to be doing, you're
a Gilligallou.
Called a Gilligallou bird. Yeah.
So it's almost like a bad thing to be called a Gilligallou.
Ish.
I won't use it again outside of here, I promise. All right, so the Gilligallou Brew, your Pine Slab Coffee Bar is going to be opening.
Absolutely.
And to be exact, the one on Preston Street. So you're not opening it in the Almont location?
Just on Preston
Just on
Street.
Preston?
Yeah.
Now, 160 Preston, it's happening Saturday at 9 a.m.
Correct.
We'll be open for business.
We will be.
Okay, so tell us about the Gilligallou Brew. Now, I mentioned off the top that it's environmentally friendly.
Yes.
Basically.
So our whole mandate or mission with the store is to have environmentally friendly products that are sustainable for not only from the growth perspective, right straight through to the consumer and our birds. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of that in the marketplace that we always equate it to dog food. Some dog foods are not so good and some dog foods are really good. So
yes.
We are following that same vein that we're trying to provide the best product possible from all aspects.
Because I know when you had bird seed, or we've spoken in the past, a lot of bird seeds are full of fillers.
Correct.
But yours is always like 100% good for the birds.
Absolutely, and designed based on science study, so it makes a big difference. Yeah.
Okay, so what makes this coffee that you're bringing in to?
So the Gilligallou Brew came out of basically the concept of the coffee growers. With the popularity of coffee in the last 25 years, say, they had to increase production. And what happened is they removed it from the traditional growing practices of shade-grown, cloud forest, rainforest only, no cultivation, no destruction of rainforest. It created a habitat, which is for our migratory birds. So you'll see a lot of their different blends are related to specific birds that migrate to here in the summertime.
Okay.
And then they utilize the birds to eat the bugs off the plants. So there's a couple different, there's many, but there's a few different bugs that actually bore into the coffee pod where the beans are in the inside, and the birds eat that. So what happened when they changed the farming practices to basic conventional style farming like a cornfield, they had to increase a whole pile of herbicides and pesticides. And so we started then ingesting that as well as humans. Yeah. The growers started to ingest that, their water tables ingested that, their workers, and it proved to be not very successful, and yields actually went down. So they've reverted back. So this small co-op is designed to be full scale. It's very environmentally friendly for the environment and the local people that are growing it in the various coffee regions. Yeah. And then it's also sustainable because a lot of our migratory birds go there, and they succeed as well. And the coffee tree itself, it's a tree actually in the shade forest around cloud forest growth, actually lasts a lot longer, it yields more. It can live up to 30 years and produce. Okay. When they removed it and put it out in traditional farm fields in the sun crops, lifespan was only about 15 years.
Okay. I love how you're saying that the birds are helping with these crops.
Yeah, studies have really shown that it increased the yields, actually.
That's interesting. Okay, I know there's lots more to get to, but you have brought a bunch of different blends. So how many blends will be on hand at the opening?
We have a variety of different beans and ground.
Okay.
There's probably about 8 different blends from a decaffeinated blend, right straight through to a medium dark, very dark.
I'll never understand why people would want decaffeinated, by the way.
Yeah.
What's the point,
Bob?
What's the point?
Exactly.
Okay, sorry, I cut you off. Oh, and before you continue, I mean, here's pictures actually of the
yeah,
coffee
so
slab,
this is inside the store, the little video that we did. There's the Pine Slab Coffee Bar that we're going to be using as inside our store. So we're still going to be in, all of our stuff towards backyard birding, and that's our specialty. But this is such a sustainable thing that biodiversity is being improved by having this product available.
I love that. Sorry, I cut you off because I know there's more blends that you wanted to talk about there.
Yeah, so you can see there's Swanson's Thrush, French Oriole blend. It's a great product. It's a slow roast product, so it's not bitter. So what we have in our thermos here is actually the Jaguar blend that's at the end.
Okay.
It's a dark blend, very smooth, but has a robust flavor.
Are you going to pour me a cup, Bob?
Sure thing. Would love to do that.
I mean, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love coffee, right?
Exactly.
This is amazing. Okay, so sorry, where would the beans come from? Where would
the various coffee regions, so South America, Mexico, Peru, all the traditional areas, but they're removing that back and going to the traditional farming methods. Yeah.
All right, I like
and we have some fancy baking as well.
Did you stop pouring my coffee, by the way?
I seem to have a malfunction here.
Now I'm not going to get my coffee
Yeah.
today. That's okay.
It's broken now.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't do that.
You have time to get this fixed for the opening, okay? So, that's all right. Tell us about the tasty stuff other than the coffee that you brought.
So, because of the uniqueness of our entire stores, and we try to be very unique on all levels, we've been very fortunate to find Sweet Sigrid baking. It's a traditional Norwegian, Scandinavian type baking. These are knotted cardamoms, and cardamoms is a herb out of East India, actually.
Okay.
Some of our Asian friends may know that.
Okay.
But it's a healthy herb, actually, and this is one of the Scandinavian specials. She has a wide variety of different things that we're also going to have available there throughout the store.
You're trying to pass this off as health food, aren't you?
Ish. Again,
yeah. Now, can I try that? Or
absolutely,
is that
yeah.
okay.
You just go for it, man. It's
Okay.
fabulous
Just
stuff.
gonna grab me one of these.
You bet.
And tell us as well, obviously. So, what are the hours then for both stores? Because I know you've been busy with the birding months.
Yeah, so we're involved in that with all the work that we do and the speaking engagements that I have and what have you. And so we're going to start serving every day at 9 o'clock at the Preston Street store, and right straight through to 5.
And I think that's kind of fun too, because especially, I mean, it's wintry.
Yeah.
Still, and people are birding outdoors. They can grab a cup of coffee. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full here.
That's perfect. That's
you
perfect.
Kind of made this happen. So
it's such a social thing too. I mean, the birding community itself is very social. So what better thing than to come in, get your seed, talk about specific feeders or presentation styles out in your backyard, to sit down and have a coffee and a little piece of cake at the same time. I think it's
amazing.
a win-win.
Thank you very much, Bob. Volks, Gilligallou Bird, and the Gilligallou Brew is happening on Saturday.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for being here as always.
You bet.
More daytime coming up on Rogers TV.